All right, well, as promised, we are back in our studio kitchen with our friends from Swifty Pig BBQ, David Ford and Susan Fields again. And of course, we have talked all about breakfast, which I love that you're doing. I can tell your biscuits. Sometimes it's just nice when they're homemade, made from scratch, to just enjoy the plain biscuit.
Yes.
You know? Yeah. Okay, but after 11 o'clock, we're switching everything over, and we're talking about lunchtime, because that's what you guys, your bread and butter, known for your barbecue, and of course, your famous bread. How did the bread come about?
It came about by experimenting around making homemade cheese, and it metamorphosized into bread eventually.
Because this bread, I would imagine, I have not tried your biscuits, but your bread is definitely something to write home about.
We sell a lot of it.
You make it every time?
Yes, it's made fresh daily. We make lots of loaves over the weekend.
Absolutely. And you said that's what you're going to use for your French toast?
Yeah.
Yes. It's a nice, dense piece of bread that makes a nice French toast.
Oh, I can't wait.
Nice crust on it.
That sounds wonderful.
Yes.
Well, everybody talks about your barbecue. It's just so good. It's one of those things that, you know, you can tell you put your heart and soul, it's your passion. Tell me a little bit about how you got the restaurant and the smoking and all of that going and taking it to the next level.
Started out baby stepping, and we're still baby stepping. We started out in outreach to the community. Somebody had a personal tragedy, a house burn or something. We tried to raise money for those folks, and the only way we know how, we know how to cook. And so we started out that way, and then it became a point to where our salary wouldn't support, doing all the outreach we were doing with the charities. So we opened a food trailer. So food trailer grew immediately and kept growing, and then we bought the brick and mortar in Sulphur Springs. And we're still focused on community outreach while we do our passion, which we have a love for cooking. And like I say, we try to treat people that come into our restaurant, we try to treat them just like family, close friends. We want you to have an experience there, not just good food. We want the good experience. We want you to experience Sulphur Springs. And so far, we've got a really good following. And we are just blessed and tickled to be where we're at. And to be open more days to do that. I'm now retired from my job, so.
Congratulations. You said now you've got more time to do what you love.
My hobby that has grown out of control, so tickled.
Is that the case, Susan?
It is.
The hobby that's grown out, and of course we're seeing some of the video from the restaurant, and I think you're right. When you go into Swifty Pig, you feel like you're somewhere special. You guys really do roll out that red carpet, the hospitality, and then when you're serving the food, I mean, the look on people's faces when the meal arrives at the table, and we're seeing why in the video right there. The food is pretty spectacular. Talk to me about some of the different dishes that you brought here today. Let's start with your traditional right here in the middle.
We have our pulled pork sandwich with our homemade barbecue sauce, as well as our smoked brisket and our sauce. These are, well, it's barbecue. If you have a barbecue restaurant, those are your staples.
Those are your staples.
That's your staples, and you venture out and the brisket, we ventured out to brisket Philly, cheesesteaks.
Chris's mouth is watering right over there. He said this Philly, and it's just the flavors in your brisket, and then adding it with the peppers and the cheese.
Oh,
they complement each other well.
Yeah, and then we also take a raw brisket, grind it fresh, and make our own hamburger meat. So we do brisket burgers. Oh. And then beside that is our smoked chicken, our pulled chicken.
And this is your brisket burger right here. Your menu is really extensive. It's a big menu for you got the burgers. I know you've got the pork rinds that people talk about.
Yes, we make pork rinds fresh when they're ordered. We have our ribs. We also do smoked bologna.
Smoked bologna is very popular.
A lot of people really enjoy that.
Whether it's on a sandwich or a biscuit, it's very popular.
I was just going to say, on that biscuit as well, a very popular item. And then you've got the macaroni and cheese.
Yes, everybody loves our mac and cheese. Everything is how we were kind of raised. It's old-fashioned, home cooking. Everything is made with love.
And then you show it with the love when people are at the restaurant.
Yeah, and our staff is great. Our staff we treat like family, and then they, you know, they treat the customers. We form a bond, and they're our family too.
We strongly encourage people to bring in pictures of their family, their church, their community, old school pictures, team pictures, and that is our decorations on the wall.
Oh yeah, you can see all the way around.
We've got stuff from everywhere from Hawaii to Daniel Boone High School, Davy Crockett, and churches in the surrounding area. It is really cool to stand and just watch people go through and see our stuff.
Well, it is a special place, and now they're open more days and more hours and serving breakfast, only closed on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Yes. All right, there is some information. Of course, it is Swifty Pig BBQ right there, right in that Sulphur Springs community. For more information, you can call the number on your screen. You can also, of course, check them out on Facebook.